so pleased. Like, imagine this button-down dress, but in a gingham. Wow, this stuff really is amazing. Truly a really magical glass skin highlight. So juicy. Here you go. You can have the last one. Here. You're welcome.
Wish.
You're welcome. Okay, I've just stumbled upon something amazing that I need to share with you right now. You can make froth on your instant coffee with an aero latte, like no milk involved, no barista frothing milk, just a teaspoon of instant coffee, a bit of boiling water, and for the first time, I've never used sugar. I thought sugar was the hack, that TikTok hack to getting the froth on instant coffee, but it's not. It's just instant coffee with boiling water. I mean, who knew? Well, clearly we all do now. Needs a little more milk, actually. Perfect. But my apologies. This is not why we're here today. I am easily distracted. Walk with me. I've got to walk back to turn off the camera. We are here to celebrate only the cutest holiday of the year, that being Easter. And whether you celebrate religiously or just as a family tradition, or perhaps you don't celebrate it at all, you can't go past the cute fluffy bunnies and all the colourful foiled eggs. Not to mention pastels are huge at this time of year. I just brought up with me these really cute Easter chocolates that I've been saving in the freezer for about 12 months. It's okay, chocolate doesn't go up in the freezer. Well, perhaps after 12 months it may, but they're filled with a peanut butter cream. It's linked on my Instagram, so I'll leave my Instagram link down below, but they're actually a healthy little chocolate, and I used these little Easter molds that I got from Kmart. One's an egg shape and one's a bunny. They didn't quite turn out the way I expected them to, but they still taste bloody amazing. Like I said, I'm easily distracted. Alright, I shall talk you through this vlog as I get ready. So I'm just going to add some simple jewellery because we actually are getting our hands dirty today. There's a lot of work to be done. I love a seasonal changeover, and it is once again that time of the year where the seasons have changed. We are now in autumn and also coming into the Easter period. So I thought it would be really nice to just do a little bit of a decor refresh and also take you through a few bits and pieces that you can do to prepare your home for Easter. On top of sharing a few tips of how I like to prepare for Easter and the Easter season, I will also take you through a few outfit ideas, some decor ideas, and some food ideas. So we are doing it all. So for those of you who are in a bit of a slump as to what to do this year, or what to eat, or how to dress, and you want some fresh inspiration, hopefully you shall find some here on my space. Now, I've just popped in a little velvet bow in the back of my hair. It's conveniently got a clip on it, so super easy to pull in and out. I don't have to tie anything. And I've done the real lazy girl hair today. It's very oily roots, but nothing that a little dry shampoo and confidence can't fix. So I have done my makeup halfway, and I thought I'd just do a bit of a mock-up as to how I might do Easter this year. And considering it's all about the pastel colours, which are my favourite colour range, I thought I'd go super pink and girly and peachy, almost quite like summer makeup really. let's start with my eyes because I feel like they're quite naked right now. Super old Tarte palette. It has a few pink shades in here. As you can see, I have hit pan on a lot of the beiges, but I might go for this today and perhaps a bit of sparkle, just do something a little bit different. I think I'm just going to do a peach as my base, bring it up to the eyebrow, and you may do your eyes differently. I like to bring my eyeshadow quite high because I don't have much of an eyelid, so it just gives the illusion that I have a bigger eyelid than I actually do. I'm just going to carve out my crease with this pinky shade here called Light My Fire, and I'm doing this ever so accurately. Okay, we've got a bit of definition there. That's a lot of pink. I'm not sure if I should add just a little bit to the waterline here, just to soften the eyes a little bit from all that's going on. And then I think I'm going to add this shimmery one here. And I must say, because I probably wear makeup once or twice a week, I've had this palette, this Tarte palette, for so long. However, I absolutely love it. I love it so much that I would buy another Tarte palette again. I feel like they do their glitters super well. They're super concentrated. The pigments are really nice but not too heavy. So for those of you who like a real subtle eye but also colours that stick well, I feel like Tarte might be for you. And this just added a nice little bit of glow there. Perfect. Okay, now for the blush, I'm going for a blush stick here. This is from Mecca, which is a local brand. Probably cannot get it internationally, but I'm sure your Sephora or your local makeup store would have the equivalent of this blush stick. But for those of you who are watching from here, this is in the shade Sorbet. It's not showing much up on camera, but I might just go over the blush stick with a bit of powder blush by Mercier, which is a really peach watermelon-y shade, just to give a bit more brightness and make the blush last the distance of the day. Ironically, this is in the shade Peach. Now I'm pulling out a golden oldie today. This is Kevyn Aucoin. It's called Glass Glow Face. It's basically meant to make you look like you have glass skin, and I'm using this for my highlight today. This is in a real pinky shade. So since I'm going for a real pinky peach look, I thought I might team with the theme. Wow, this stuff really is amazing, and I love just taking it up to the edge of my eyebrow, and sometimes I even go as far to put it on like all the way on my temples up here. But truly a really magical glass skin highlight. So juicy. I always curl my lashes, otherwise they just keep hitting my face and I end up looking like a panda. And I don't think anyone can help but make that like face when they're doing that. And 2 coats of mascara. This is just an Aldi one. It's waterproof, but waterproof just doesn't work on me, so I have to put over a tubing mascara. But this Aldi one on its own, if you don't have oily skin like me, is absolutely amazing. Really separates the lashes, gives a lot of length and volume. And just going over with my another Kevyn Aucoin product, which is the tubing mascara. This doesn't contain any ink, so it doesn't run, and just puts a water coat proofing over my first coat. And to seal the deal, I have to double powder under the eye to make sure we don't have any leakage throughout the day. I would say under my eyes are the most oily area for me, and my chin. And let's finish off with the lips. This is Lip Cheat by Charlotte Tilbury. Really pretty, and not to mention amazingly long-lasting lip pencil. And what the hell, let's go bougie. This is not mine, this is my mum's. This is in shade 161. It's a Chanel Glossimer lip product, so it comes in this vial like so, and I have no idea what this colour looks like, but we'll give it a try. Love that. That is so subtle. I actually don't like a glossy lip. I go for more of a matte lip, but this is just a really nice, almost like a satin finish rather than overly glossy. Wow, I'd actually go on to purchase this myself actually. I've just influenced myself. I'm now staring at my coffee thinking, how am I going to drink this with lipstick on? And I have one chocolate left. Sad times. This enamel heart necklace, I think, is the best piece of jewellery I have ever bought. And it was so inexpensive, but I think this has been my most worn piece of the last 5 months. And this is my Easter mock-up makeup look. There is extra pink everywhere, including the nails. In fact, it's all over the desk. It's like Peppa Pig threw up on my face, but I feel like it goes with the theme, which I love a theme. I love a good theme. And sticking to it, let's commence the decor portion of this video, how to bring a bit of Easter into your home without going overboard. I like real subtle decor decorations. I don't go for real obvious Christmas Eastery things, says the woman holding a bunch full of pastel eggs. I have had these in storage for a few years now, but Kmart do bring these out every year, thank goodness. So if someone decides to play with them or tear them to pieces, they have been bringing them back for probably a 3-year period now. So I'd get your hands on them while you still can. I will leave them linked down below. These are Speckled Egg Picks and come with a nice gold accent to the pastel colours. And I just like to add these around the home to any dried bunch of flowers or any vases that I have, just as a little subtle accent of Easter. So I've flipped you around here. I'm just going to add my speckled eggs and also cut the tag off because I am really bad at that. Okay, and what I like to do is just add this to my everyday bunch of eucalyptus stems, which are here all year. I may one day decide to change them seasonally, but because they are an evergreen, it just so happens to work with every season. But I just like to add perhaps just 2 of these egg stems here, and that just makes a really nice Easter bouquet feature. Now, what did I say about being subtle and not chuggy? Yes, it is I, the hypocrite. So I also spotted these at Kmart this year. They didn't have them last year, and that's this little girl and boy bunny, or however you perceive them to be, of course, but they are just so sweet and I couldn't go past them. They're under the size of my palm, and the colours are just so beautiful, like the sage and the pinks and the pastels of it all. I just got absolutely sucked in. So I thought this would also make a cute little addition, again a subtle addition of a bit of Easter around the home. So I think I'm going to pop them in my little makeup desk this year. So to finish off our little floral display, I think I'm going to pop them in this little nook here. These could also be tree decorations because they come with a little hanger, which I unfortunately cut off the little girl bunny, but I think I'm just going to use them as ornaments. So I think they can sit next to each other right there, enjoying the aromatherapy. And the ambience of that bloody lawnmower. This always happens, only when I vlog, which is about once a week, if you're lucky. let's ignore together, shall we? I have my little wooden bunny with the cotton towel from last year. This is from Bed Bath and Table. I'm sure they would have brought it out again this year. Just a real nice subtle decoration that I think I want to add to my little corner treasured cove in the corner of the room. Let me just show you. Oh, I can't get over that lawnmower. Shut up! I swear they're doing it on purpose now because it's still going. Anyway, so this is my favourite little nook of the bedroom. This was part of my bedroom transformation. I'll leave the video linked down below. It was my favourite series on my channel so far. This is my favourite nook of the house because I just feel the colours are all complementary. The newest addition to this space is the mixed metal square clock because I was looking for like a vintage attractive clock to put in our bedroom, and this just fit the bill. And I've also got my little water station here in the amber, which again just complements all the colours that are going on. I think it's getting worse. Let's ignore the background. Hopefully I can mask it with some background music. Matt, Matt, Matt. Matt, Matt, Matt. Matt, Matt, Matt. Matt, Matt, meow. This clock, that is not the time. I have a confession to make. This clock has been sitting as an ornament here for the last 6 months, and by ornament I mean completely non-functional because I have not been bothered to put the batteries in yet. So just sitting there looking pretty at this point, which is kind of like me right now. So let's get to the functionality of this video and get these pink nails to be doing some hard work. So in the addition to the wooden rabbit, I also have this natural placemat with a bit of a appliqué detail on the edge here, and I thought this might actually go really nicely underneath my display in the corner here. So let's give this a go. Chef's kiss. I think it's really fun to leave those little subtle pops of bunnies and Easter eggs around the home because it's very exciting for the children to go and discover them as they come back from school and find out where the Easter bunny has been. Alright, let's talk bedding. I thought I would also bring a little bit of autumn into our bedroom space as well this year, which I haven't done before. I tend to go for neutrals when it comes to our bedding, but I thought I'd add a pop of colour this year, and I just thought this lovely gingham amber checkered situation might just be super nice with a beautiful wreath hanging overhead for this autumn Easter season. I've got all my pillows lovingly stacked up in the corner there, ready to go, and I'm also going to add a pop of Easter magic into our bed as well. So I might swap out some of our normal pillows for a little bit of something, well, might be a little bit obviously bunny-like, but you love a theme. And if you know me by now, I never back down to my commitment to a theme. So this bed sheet set, well, quilt cover set, is from Adairs. Got it on special. They decided to do their 30% off annual special plus your members discount, which was another 7% on top. So thought I'd pick up another linen quilt cover set. We have one in a natural linen. This one obviously is just a little bit more color involved, and I just love how subtle the check is. It's not so overtly orange, it's just a very rustic farmhouse kind of look. And oh, if I was a seamstress, what dress I would make out of this fabric. This would make such a beautiful country dress. Like, imagine this button down dress but in a gingham. Anyway, I can't wait to see this on the bed. Let's make it. I feel like the only way that I can get enthused about making a bed is by buying new bed linen. It's not a very sustainable habit though, is it? As I'm doing the coverlet buttons, I have just realised that this bedspread is double-sided. It comes with a stripe on the other side. See, I feel this is very autumnal, wintry, and this is very, very summer. I have just gotten a bargain, so 2 quilt covers for the price of 1. And no joke, do you know how I said that I would love a dress in this pattern, and I've just discovered it comes in this pattern? Guess who has the exact same patterned dress? This will be coming in a little H&M haul, but yeah, I think I've become one of those people where the curtains match the drapes, so to speak, or I've become one of those girlies where my outfit needs to match my bed linen. Anyone else who wishes they dressed in bed linen and curtains, like myself, do share your thoughts in the comments. Very niche corner of the fashion industry. So bed linen feels and looks absolutely stunning. And the fact that it matches my amber glassware near the bed just fills me with so much aesthetic pleasure. For those girlies who know, you know. Now, I have with me a purchase I made last Easter, but didn't get a chance to use it. And what fills me with great joy to present you, rustle, 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 with this beautiful Easter wreath. It's ruining my shot. This has got beautiful pastel eggs on there. It's got a real backing, is it real? I think this could be a faux twig for the backing, which is actually really good. The one up ahead that I used for Christmas has real twigs for the backing, and they do snap and break off, and obviously they will deteriorate over time, whereas this I think will be a keeper over the years. So everything here obviously is a faux leaf, but I just loved the subtlety of the little berries popped in, the pastel eggs, the speckled eggs, and the little bits of fern, and I think this will just look so beautiful with the new quilt, just to add that bit of colour, a bit of green to this space. So I'm going to switch out the blueberry wreath, which I've actually kept there since Christmas because it is a native and basically trans-seasonal, but for the sake of the Easter season, this will look rather cute. I am so pleased. Just needed a little fanning out, but it looks absolutely perfect. It's starting to rain. This is just so cozy. Okay, let's talk cushions. Now, I have my regular cushions here. So this is a linen sort of quilted European cushion cover, which will obviously sit at the back here, so that can stay as it is. I probably would have liked to break it up with a bit more gingham, so I do have this gingham cushion here, which would have complemented the linen really nicely, but for the sake of Easter, and again, complete hypocrite here, the girl who wants to add a subtle injection of Easter, well, I mean, it is a little bit obvious. This cushion is actually from Kmart's Easter range from last year, and every year they have brought out a different bunny. So actually this could be from 2 years ago, so they won't have the same bunny this year. They actually have a really nice subtle beige cushion with two boucle furry bunnies sitting there, like almost kissing, which I think is so sweet. I was going to get it, but then I remembered I did have these cushions, and what I loved about this range is that the bunny looked super natural, and they also had beautiful woodland flowers embroidered all over, and I do love a little bit of colour, and not to mention I loved how this bunny rabbit didn't look cartoon-like. The ones that they've brought out subsequently are just not the same. So I thought I would break up my little stack here with these little bunnies and then finish off with just my regular checkered linen cushion. Let's see how this looks. These are absolutely fresh out of the packet, and you know me, I love to keep things in packaging because for me they last longer, and I love the feeling of newness even though something is quite old. can see, things did not quite work out how I envisioned. So these cushions are obviously filled with polyester, so I can't chop them. Not to mention, when I put the final cushion here, we can't see the bunny's faces and all you can see are these ears poking out, which is not a vibe. So we're going to relinquish the... We're teetering on a pile of clothes in the baby's cot right now. I thought perhaps we might do a bit of layering and actually put a bit of pattern in there, because we do have plain cushions at the end. We can put perhaps these gingham cushions in the middle. I think they're either 50 by 50 or, lucky I've still left the tags on like a lazy girl, they are 50 by 50. So 50 by 50, these ones are 60 by 60, and then maybe we'll just finish with one bunny, or should we do two bunnies? Perhaps just, I think the one is enough. I'm stopping there. The other one can live here on the chair. Perfect. Final flourishes to the bedroom. I have put a Easter garland which matches the wreath above the bed just on top of the bookcase, and I'm going to add this lovely Easter sign from Kmart. It has a pastel pink bunny and a white one, and I thought that might sit nicely just in the middle. The garland has fought back, and in the process my Easter sign has fallen and sadly it has broken in two, but you can barely tell because it's gone back together rather seamlessly. So the Easter sign will not be going above the mantle, it's actually going to be sitting in front of my perfumes on the bookcase next to my lovely Christmas lamp, which is now my all year round lamp. So the two bunny warriors are guarding my fragrances. And yes, I do acknowledge this area is horrendously busy. However, that will be a video for another day when we do a huge bedroom declutter of all the shelving in here. But in the meantime, we've added a touch of Easter. And the last hurrah, we can't forget Pinky. For those of you who watched my video last year, she was the first ever bit of Easter decor I ever bought. She's from Bed Bath & Table and she has come back to be restocked this year, so she will be linked in the description box, and I always place her guarding my mirror down there. The pastels, the pink, the bows, if only I could look as pretty as her this Easter. A little bit vulgar holding her by her ears, but thankfully she doesn't mind. The Queen is in her rightful place and the Princess is in her fluffy slippers. This has been my outfit of the day as I have been running around doing the housework. Now, I was just reviewing the footage for this vlog and realised that my cup hath runneth over. So in plain English, it's a bit too long. Vlog is a little bit too long, and I know that a lot of you check out quite early. Let me know in the comments if you're a long form content person or a short form content person. I love long vlogs, like I love the hour-long vlogs. I can sit there quite happily if I had that much time at my disposal. I usually do start and stop. Oh, hello. Hello. As you can see. But a lot of people check out quite early, so I didn't want to make this video one of those ones that people click off before we get to all the even more juicy bits. So if you thought this was a makeover, stay tuned for the next vlog, which will be coming next week for part 2 of the Easter decor makeover and also some food suggestions. So I'm going to leave this video here. In summary, so many summaries. In summary, sorry, what was I saying? I was distracted yet again. I'm sure there are lots of other companies that do gingham bed linen. However, I just want to get you guys excited with what's already in your home. You just may have that throw that you've left in the back of the cupboard for a little bit, or you have some spare cushions that you haven't taken out in a while, or you have some spare materials and you feel like making some cushion covers, or you have some boxes in the garage filled with old glassware, vases, bits of decor. I just say have fun with it, guys, and having a change to your space really does have an effect, like a positive effect for me on the mind. So changing the space is almost like changing location, moving house, going on a holiday. It's just changing your space, but it really does take your mind to a better place most of the time. So embrace change. It's a great thing. All the links to the products that I featured in this vlog will be linked down below. And if I can't find the identical item, I always love to leave a similar linked item. So please do check down below in the description box for any product recommendations. And the outfit that I'm wearing today will also be featured in next week's vlog. I'm really enjoying running around the house in this really cozy dress today. I just love simple outfits like this that basically give a lot more than what I paid for it. I will see you in my next vlog, so stay tuned for all the fashion and all the food. So line your stomachs and your wallets. We shall be back. Take care until then, guys. Bye.